Welcome to my shop again this morning. Mother's Day is quickly approaching, and sometimes people are looking for gifts to give to their mom. So I thought we would make a little shelf here this morning. I call it a mom shelf. And could be used in a kitchen, could be used in an office, any quarters where mom inhabits. And she can put little knickknacks on it or something else of importance to her. I've got a little pattern here I made up, and it's going to be made of several different pieces, and it's going to have a sort of 3D effect to it too. I also looked around for something that I could think about where I could use my scrap wood in the shop, and I got a lot of little pieces here. I'm figuring this piece would probably be nice for the silhouette of the head, and then the flower, I'm going to put that right on top there. And then we have some lettering. We got mom, or we got mum, whichever you prefer to use. The final put together is going to be looking like that. Simple little cuts, nothing too complicated. I'm going to use one of these variegated boards that I made up the other day, and you can check out that video if you're interested in trying this. We'll use this as the background. And I've got another one, a thinner one, that I think we'll use for the bottom of the shelf. Okay? And we'll put that together as we get closer to it. These need to be sanded down and cleaned up a bit, but I think we're going to end up with a nice little project here when we're finished. So let's get started. We're going to start with, first of all, maybe working with the silhouette of the head here. Whoa, look at that. My scissor just broke. And you know why? Because some super glue got on the blade and has locked the thing up completely. Well, I'm going to have to find another pair of scissors, I guess. Okay, I found another pair of scissors. This is one of those free giveaways that Harbor Freight used to do years ago before the pandemic. They used to give things away. If you buy something at Harbor Freight, they would give you a tape measure or a ruler or a pair of scissors or something else. Don't do that anymore, of course. I don't know why, how the pandemic caused that to be a problem, but they're not as generous with their freebies anymore. Okay, so I saved this one, and we should be able to use that. Brand new, and I guess we'll just discard this old one, which doesn't seem to be really very useful right now. Okay, as I started to say before, let's clip out the silhouette first. Okay, we'll put the patterns aside for now. And we want to use this piece of cherry for the silhouette of the head. So we're going to put that down on here, but I think first of all what we're going to do is take some of our trusty tape here, tape this up so we'll have a place to put our pattern. And this will also help the wood from burning. Cherry is notorious for burning, so put that aside for the time being. Get our glue stick going here. A little cold down here this morning, so the glue stick is probably a little icy, but seems to be working okay. Alright. We'll take our piece of cherry, put our head down there, And that one is all set to be cut. Okay, next I think we'll cut out our flower that you're going to put in the silhouette's hair. These should be fairly easy patterns to cut. By the way, if you want these patterns, they're available on my Etsy store. And if you go there and download one of these, you will get along with it a bunch of other patterns too, which are free. And they come with it, and you probably might find them quite useful. Okay, we're going to do the flower in this purple heart wood. So let's take that up also. Purple heart is kind of nice, easy wood to work with, but you'll find too that it doesn't stay purple. Eventually it'll brown out, which is kind of nice. It sort of blends in with the cherry wood that we're going to use. Alright, once again we bring out our glue stick. Got a generous amount on there. Stick it down, and that one is all set. Alright, next we want to do, we're going to use mom instead of mum, but you can use any one you want. It's done with a nice semi-cursive type of font. I'm going to make a contrasting wood by using a very light color here. I think we could probably get along with one piece there. Okay. Down and glue it up. And there we go. Okay, so we've got all three patterns ready to cut. I'm going to go drill some entry holes, and I'll meet you back at the scroll saw, and we'll get busy cutting these. Okay, we're over here at the scroll saw, and we're going to start by cutting out the flower. And what we'll do is we'll cut out these little intricate pieces in the middle first, and then we'll go around the edges and cut out the outline of the flower. Here we go. You'll notice I'm not cutting them exactly as they are there. I decided to make them bigger and more pronounced rather than those skinny little slits that they had there. cut here, which we'll cut from cherry. And here we go. And our final cut is going to be a word mom. A nice piece of maple here. Okay, got all three pieces cut out. I don't know if you noticed it, but when I was cutting, I did sort of a backup cut on these real tiny sharp areas down inside here. I went back on either side and went back to get a nice sharp point in there. And the piece just drops down inside here. There's a hole, along with the sawdust too, by the way. Show you my little cart here. I built this little cart underneath the scroll saw. As you can see inside there, all the sawdust just drops right through there instead of dropping on the floor. And it's got some little wings on either side to catch up all the other sawdust that flies around. And you can either vacuum it out or just dump it in a wastebasket. There's a video I did on this a while back on how to build one for your EXCALIBUR, and you might want to check that out. I'll put a link in it below so you can go there and take a look at it. You might want to build one of these for your saw. You could probably modify it to fit other saws as well, but it's primarily for the EXCALIBUR. Okay, we finished cutting out the three pieces we're going to need for our backing of the shelf. What I'm going to do now is take them over to the sander and probably the mop sander, round over the edges a bit, smooth them out a bit too so that they'll look a little bit nicer. Okay, we got our 3 pieces nicely sanded down, rounded over. I'm going to sand it down backboard also, make it a little bit smoother. And I think we'll use this side, got a nice grain up in there. And we're going to first of all take the silhouette of the head, take some tape bond glue, and put a little bit on the back. Don't really need a lot. Not going to be a heavy duty piece. Spread it out here so it's nice and thin. And decide where you want to put it. I'm thinking probably along this side here. A little bit high up. A little tilt to the head. Okay. Worked out pretty good. And then we take our star flower here. Sort of a hair piece. Put a little bit of glue on the back of that. Again, we don't do a lot. Enough to make it stick. I'm gonna put this right on the hair, like that. It's a little bit stunning. Mom. And then mom, the word mom, I think we'll put along this side, and we'll put a little bit of a tilt to it also. Glue on the back here. Out there. And we'll put it in like a little tilt. There. Okay. Looks pretty good, I think. Now, the bottom plate, we've got sanded this down also. We're going to put this right along the bottom there. But I think what we're going to do is first of all let those other pieces dry, and then we'll come back later and we'll attach that piece, and we'll be pretty well set, ready for finishing. I'm thinking of maybe just a stain, a clear spray. That would be very nice. Okay, so we've got. Okay, I think we've given these a little bit of time to dry. What I want to do now is on the bottom of the board here, I'm going to take a little bit of glue along the edge. Squeeze all that out of there. And take our finger and just simply go along here. Do this with a board or with a brush if you don't want to get your fingers all mussed up. Some people are afraid to do this, but good time to get used to the idea. There. Spreads that out nicely. Then we take our bottom piece, put it right down there. It's flush with the table. And we'll take one of our Irwin clamps. Just use that to tighten it up a little bit. Tend to straighten it out a little bit too. A little bit of seep out here along the bottom, and we'll let that dry now. And when we finish that, we'll come back and give it a spritzing of clear spray, and that'll look pretty good. Okay, I have the sign nicely glued up now, and I'm going to take some of this semi-gloss clear spray by Rust-Oleum, and we'll give it a couple of coats. I got it laying down flat because it's the best way to spray like this. Don't get any running. The bottom plate, of course, will run a little bit if you overspray it, so I'll very gently do that side. Okay, we'll let that dry now. We come back, give it another coat or two, and then we'll finish off our project here. Okay, after about 3 coats of clear spray, I think our little sign is pretty much done. Nice little touch of different colors in this wood. The background board that we made out of several scrap pieces, and also the addition of the name Mom along with it makes a nice little shelf. This is standing up on a table, of course, but you can screw it into a wall. I put 2 holes on the top there, so it could be used as a screwed-in shelf, or you could even stand it up if you want. Makes a nice little shelf for knickknacks and things of that sort. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this little project, and maybe you'll try making one too. If you enjoyed doing this and you'd like to get the pattern, you can click on the link down below and it'll take you to my Etsy store. And with that pattern, of course, you'll get a bunch of other patterns for free. You should also click on the subscribe button down below if you haven't already done that, and I'll be able to let you know just what I got coming up down the road. Well, thank you for watching.